you ever seen the little dog at the start and the little animation thing? It's only in the more recent ones.
I haven't, I've never actually streamed on Twitch. I've only ever watched stuff on Twitch, so I'm losing my Twitch virginity here this year.
It's all good fun. Hopefully we'll get some people in and make it a bit more interactive. That's always good fun. Hang on, I haven't turned the sound off. Hello, here we are. Welcome to the Captain Fishbeard YouTube channel and live on Twitch today as well, which is always good fun. Here I am with my good friend Ben, who I've met for the first time right now. But I mean, imagine we're good friends. Good friends.
For years, yeah.
So it's Ben Hennessy. Ben, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, and my name is Ben Hennessy. I'm known as Ben Hennessy on most social networks. If anyone's following me on those things, I've seen my book Harry and Rufus, which is kind of like a Turner and Hooch meet Shaun of the Dead type comic book where a girl befriends a talking fox and they make their way through zombified Ireland together. And then my day-to-days are in the animation industry storyboarding.
Fantastic.
Mostly children's TV.
Fantastic. That sounds awesome. We'll definitely talk more about that book in a minute. That sounds absolutely brilliant. That's really fun. And the job as well, actually, sounds fascinating as well. So we shall get into all of that. So first of all, I'm going to got the big gold box here. Right.
Excellent.
Here. And but before I open it, I'm going to ask you if you've got a drink to hand.
Oh, you know what? I just broke shoulders. I left my drink out in the kitchen.
Do you want to get it? You can get it now if you want.
Oh, I would love to get it, actually. I'll be back in 1 second.
Go.
Just imagine I put on the some kind of waiting room music as I turn it towards, I don't know, a piece of art on the wall.
That's a nice piece of art. I'll do a little tune. Do. Hi, Noreen. Noreen is here in the chat room. See this arm that Ben's got here? He's hang on. Should we be hearing your recording of your chat? Yes. Can you not hear? Okay.
There we go.
There we go. You're back.
That's
I've just
amazing voice. I mean, like very Sinatra-esque.
That was awesome. I'm not 100% sure we can be heard. Noreen says, should we be hearing? Noreen, can you hear us? Just wait for this feedback.
Otherwise we're hoping.
Otherwise we're just doing it into the wind.
We're missing all this gold material if they can't hear us. That's just, yeah.
It was my song and everything.
I mean, tragic that they didn't hear that.
This is live. Yes, Noreen, this is live. I think we can be heard now. Noreen says, hi, is Ben there with you? Yes, he is. You should be able to see him and hear him. I'm really hoping as I can see him. We can hear. Yes, good. And can you see Ben, Noreen?
Can everyone hear and see me? Is it happening? Are we happy?
I'm hoping.
Should I keep talking in case they are moving things around and then they eventually tune into my voice?
Yeah, well, maybe.
What? Maybe if I'm being too quiet. I don't know.
Have you got a pre-prepared monologue that you could just start reeling off?
Oh, I have my book of Shakespeare right beside me. I'll go through something like Hamlet in a second.
Okay, yeah, I think we're all good now. We are all good.
Excellent.
Good stuff.
Excellent.
I'm going to start. I normally ask people if they've had their dinner, but it's 4:15 in the afternoon, so I very much doubt you have. I'm going to ask you about your lunch then.
Well, it was chicken, and it was a wrap,
chicken.
so it was pretty good.
Chicken wrap. You can't go wrong with that. That's
Right.
brilliant. That's brilliant. Well, I might be having fajitas tonight, and that's basically a chicken wrap, right?
Well, it's better though, isn't it? It's
I think so, but it depends.
Yeah.
Depends on your tastes.
Oh, I don't know. Homemade chicken wrap versus homemade fajitas. Fajitas win all the time,
Yeah, it's gonna be, isn't it?
Yeah, it just has to. Yeah, I give that one to you, man. That's a win.
Good. Right, here we go. Right, big gold box. Let's kick off. And I always have trouble opening this. I don't know how many times I've opened it, and I always do it upside down. Here we go, anyway. Right, one from the first section. We are really getting depleted in here. The first section's great, though. Okay, here we go. The first one is a pitchfork.
All right.
We have a pitchfork. And that is from Dano, Mr. Daniel himself, so thank you for that. Next up is... The pitchfork is a decorator.
All right.
Yeah, decorator. And finally, he's at the local park.
Local park.
Yeah, he's at the local park. So the decorator was Andy CT. Thank you for sending that. And the local park was the Valkyries. So thank you for all of those. So we have a pitchfork who is a decorator at the local park.
All right. Very good. Very good.
That can work, right? I think that's
Yeah.
a lot of...
Absolutely. I may take some liberties with that, but that's okay too, right?
Absolutely right. You need to
Excellent.
make it fit. However you want to do it. Let's mark out where I'm going to be drawing it. Okay, there to there. Good stuff. Are you able to move your camera down so we can see it live, or do you want
to move stuff around now?
Top man.
Bear with me because the last time I did this, which was about 5 seconds ago, I managed to turn something on my phone, which just turned everything off, which I didn't know was something I could do.
That's a very useful button on the phone.
Absolutely. Want to see if I can flip the camera. Go on. There we go.
Yeah, we're on. Beautiful.
Yeah. All I have to do now is make sure I keep the drawing in frame.
That's it. And and make sure you do a really, really excellent drawing. Okay, there's a lot of pressure on.
There we go. This is such a pro setup I have here as I mangle my camera into shape. There we go.
Has a pitchfork got 2 prongs or 3?
3.
Right.
No, hang on. Is
Oh.
3 a trident? I don't know. That's a good question.
Pitchfork. I'm going to go with 2. I think it's 2.
Right.
I'm going to stick with that.
So a pitchfork decorator at the local park.
That's the guy.
All right. Pitchfork decorator at local park.
Local park. It's not a park that's far from you. It's definitely a local one.
Right.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it. Actually drawing back.
It's got to be loads of
I got to
things.
get some reference up for Min Ryan Park or Wexford or something.
Yeah. No, we'll trust you on it. So don't worry too much. Noreen says she's listening, but she's trying to cut a 3 photo frame mount, which is that sounds really fiddly. Why would you do that to yourself? That sounds hard.
I don't know. These people just want it more than us, you know? They're just better at like mounting things. I don't know. Like, I got this thing in Primark, as you'd say in the UK, not pennies over here, on a whim one day.
Yeah.
And this might be like the 3rd time I've used it. I don't know. I'll see how it goes.
Awesome. Well, please just getting some use.
Oh, by the way, a pitchfork can have as many as 3 or 2 forks.
Oh, really?
Or 4, yeah.
Oh, wow. A hay fork has 2. Oh, okay. Noreen's just said a hay fork has 2, so... Okay. All right, I'll add a 3rd in then. Just for fun. Give it some flair. That's good. Right, tell us about your book, because that sounded really, really good when you introduced that.
Thanks. So my book, Kind of, it's very much on a hiatus because I was looking for someone to try and get behind funding it, you know?
Yeah.
Which I struggled and eventually had to pack it in and focus on some other things to keep money coming in, and the real job, the storyboarding job, I guess, needed some focus. So I stayed with that after taking like a month off to put the book together.
Yeah.
I got some great people involved in painting and in lettering the book. So I'd say it took close to about 2 months to put together, but I was really happy with the final product.
Fantastic.
I put it on Tapas years ago.
Oh, yeah.
The Tapas together, yeah. And like in like a first week, I think I got like something like 17,000 reads or something.
That's incredible.
So I was really thinking like someone's going to pick this up. We're going to get this somewhere, And unfortunately not. So I have the 2nd issue only drawn now, and I need to I just need to kind of find more time to put it together. But I've recently, like last year, despite the pandemic and the world going to hell, I was quite lucky that like I've been knocking on the comic book industry door for I don't know over 10 years now.
Yeah.
And I got in last year. I actually managed to land like 2 deals.
Fantastic.
Thank you. So I was going to have to just kind of give Karen Rufus less and less focus while I, continue storyboarding that pays for, the house and family, all that kind of stuff. And it's also a great job. I'm with some great people on a great product on a show I really like. So
fantastic.
So it's a lot of wins. Just need to make sure I juggle them all the right way.
Yeah.
In order to juggle all the right things, Karen Rufus has to take a bit of a back seat now for a while.
Yeah. Well, that's a shame, but also it's for good reasons as well. I think that's the main thing there.
Yeah, I think so too. How's your stuff going? Because I was looking at some Spring Heel Jack and that as well. Like since you contacted me.
Oh yeah. No, that's been really fun. It's a really fun little project to put together from writing it to obviously drawing it and getting it out there with the Kickstarter and stuff. It was really, really good. It's not something I want to repeat immediately. Because it is a lot of work and it just takes a lot of time. But yeah, I've got sort of another slightly different project, sort of brewing. Well, I say it's brewing, but I've got the ideas. I've got a lot of it written, but I haven't started it because I'm scared. I also haven't got enough. There's other things that need doing, like you say, the things that pay the bills. So I am excited about starting something, but it's not happened yet. So it may well do, but yeah, no, the Spring Heel Jack stuff was the last proper project that I did, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looked it now. Like again, I've only got a chance to look your work up since you got in contact with me on Twitter, so I'm kind of new to the party, but like it looks great.
Oh, thank you, man. That's really good. Like I say, it was real labour of love. It's one of those things where you have complete control because it's just all yours. And I'm sure, obviously, like you have with your stuff. But yeah, you think I'm struggling to think how how you get 17,000 views and it still doesn't click with somebody. No. That's proof of that that it works and people want it.
I thought so. But look, it's zombies. At the time, zombies were everywhere. So multiple publishing companies already had a zombie book, so they probably didn't want another one. I wish I had thought of that before I had made it. But truth be told, I would have made the book then anyway because I always wanted to make my own zombie book. I'm a big zombie fan.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Like I say, it's that's your story, isn't it? You can't get away from it, can you? You can't just make it into, I don't know, wasps or something instead, can you?
No, I don't think so. There's not the same fear response to wasps as there is a horde of zombies. Maybe for people with
some people do
allergy, but.
I realised that the mental leap that I made there, I didn't realise it at first, was because I started writing a comic book called about zombie bees, but zombies a long while ago. Wow. I think it was called Queenie and the Zombies, about this queen bee and then these bees that get turned into zombies by some dodgy pesticides, and then the fallout of that. But I only got a few pages in with writing that before I got distracted and started other things. But maybe I'll pick that up again one day. That's a great idea,
though. I mean, I love when there's a concept we're all kind of familiar of, but someone's taken it and done something different with it. Like I forget who did the zombie pigeon book. I saw years and years ago.
Oh, that does ring a bell. Yeah.
But it was eerily scary. Like, I mean, pigeons are kind of weird, and they kind of have that dead behind the eye, those shark's eyes.
Definitely,
like, so to make the leap from them into zombie, kind of worked. It was weird. Great book. I remember enjoying it. But my mate was actually trying to come up with something very similar around the same time. So to see someone just produce a book about zombie pigeons when he was just talking about this would be a great idea zombie pigeons, he was devastated.
Yeah, absolutely. I can really get on that, especially when it's done really well as well. You're like, no, and I can't even do mine now.
Yeah. I can't look at anyone, and it's going to stay in my room for a while, and don't ever talk to me about birds ever again.
That's it. It's over.
Yeah. I'm going to sell insurance now. I'm done, you know?
That is it. Complete career 180. I've had enough of this. So can you tell us about what you're storyboarding at your work? Is it knowledge that
I
it's out
can't
there?
go into specifics.
Okay.
Or maybe I don't know. I don't know if I can yet because I
Oh,
was told when
don't.
I started about 3 months ago
Oh,
I
okay.
shouldn't. So I haven't been given the all clear yet. But it's like the third season of a show. I've worked on before.
Oh, right.
Um,
Okay.
so you can obviously tell, like, if I'm hanging around that long, I've really enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
It's a great production. It's a great studio. If I say the studio, no, I can say the studio.
I'd imagine
It's
so.
16 South is who I'm working for.
Okay,
They're based
cool.
in Belfast, and this season, this show is really good. Like, because they're going further, another season with the same characters. They're really pushing what you can do in this season. So it's on what was already an ambitious production, is now a very ambitious production. And
Yeah.
like the staff involved are great. The team is great. It's just a joy to be part of. I don't know if I can say anything else about it though. I'm not supposed to give the game away.
No, that's okay. Yeah. Don't risk
Yeah,
anything. It's not worth it.
yeah. Those NDAs are scary.
Yeah, exactly. We're not gonna mess anything up for you. Oh, I've got a few things in the chat now. Oh, so I've left my last guest's details in the title here now. So apologies for that. But hello, Alex. How are you today? Yeah, I need to.
Oh, I saw that. That was very good, actually. I enjoyed that. That was really good.
Oh, good stuff.
That was
Good
like
stuff.
Wednesday or something, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah. Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. Oh, yeah, I probably was. You're probably right. All right, how do I change that now? I need to go into Twitch. Hang on a moment. So I'm going to cease drawing for a moment while I go and fix this.
That's all right. It gives me a bit of a second to actually think about what I'm doing instead of just putting the pencil on the paper and hoping things go a certain way. I don't know.
You're doing very, very nice. It's Alex, it's utterly brilliant what you're actually doing. It reminds me of something which I'll go into in a minute, but it's
Oh, really?
it's streets ahead of what I've come up with, my basic scrolling. But that's the way it should be on when we draw on these things. I want people to be exposed to wonderful
because,
art.
like, you do this so often, your style is kind of set up to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it
Like,
is actually. Yeah, you're right.
Mine is I want to draw something that I can really get my teeth stuck into, and like, I mean, even the setup here, like, I'm glad to hear you can see what I'm doing, because I was thinking for a while, blue pencil on the paper, and
Oh no, yeah,
the
it's
window
coming out
is on
nicely.
top of the table, so like maybe they can't see anything.
No, it's looking brilliant.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's looking really nice. Hennessy, there we go. That's you. Done. Okay, so I've changed the title there. That's good. Thank you for letting me know that, Alex. Yeah, free promotion for you, Alex. This is it.
Yeah. You have to pay for that though, right? Like, he owes you money now or something.
That's it. I'll be invoicing you, Al. Yeah, Alex has got the ghost emote on there as well, which is I need to change the ghost emote. I need to change his little his arms and things on there. He's looks a bit spindly. Anyway, back to what your drawing is. It's reminding me of something from a LucasArts game. I think it might be like a Grim Fandango thing, or maybe Full Throttle actually, with the sort of the guy's torso. There's that.
Yeah, I just made him a big beefy decorator for some reason. I don't know.
I like
maybe
it.
he's done prison before, and this is like his prison body. I don't know.
It's good that he's back and he's on the straight and narrow. He's got a proper job there. That's excellent.
He's got a proper job. He's feeding the birds. He's having a great day here. This is his
oh yeah, he's got the little
his lunchtime. Before he goes back in to start painting. There's a paint bucket here.
Utterly gorgeous.
And some grass. Maybe there's going to be a bench. Something's happening. We'll see.
I love it. Absolutely.
Lunchbox. Yeah.
I like that lunchbox. There's definitely an Earthworm Jim vibe on it as well, with the big suit and then the spindly neck coming up there.
Yeah, I could totally see that. That was great. I love that show.
Me too.
Everything.
Me too. Yeah, it was really big. And then I probably shouldn't go into it too much, but I was going to back a Kickstarter, but it was quite pricey on the delivery, and then someone contacted me anyway saying you shouldn't back it because I don't want to be defamatory, but there was some maybe allegations about certain character flaws the creator may have had. Let's leave it there.
Really?
Yeah. So, oh yeah.
Disappointing.
Yeah, it is. It's one of those ones where someone sort of, says certain things which are really not, well, maybe let's say we don't agree with. I don't expect many people watching this would agree with, but that's a shame.
It is. You kind of see these guys growing up, and you kind of put them on a pedestal, and to hear that maybe they fall down on things like that is always really disappointing. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you haven't been outed yet, have you?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for my day, though. You know, it's coming.
It will. I mean, obviously, it will come. Yeah, you got to make hay while the sun shines. No, thanks.
That's it. Yeah. For now, everyone thinks I'm a nice guy.
Exactly. Yeah. Before the secrets of your terrible, terrible past have been revealed to the world.
That's it. You know, like my previous name was Pitchfork. You know, I did prison time. I've now become a decorator. You know? I don't know. It's funny, like, 'cause when you start drawing these guys, you start trying to think of like a character, and you know, like I immediately went for this gentle giant kind of a thing here. You know, like he's out having his thing. It's because you don't like I always kind of find that if you don't do that kind of stuff, you immediately suffer for it. You end up with something that's just a little bit kind of boring.
Yeah.
Like just passive, as opposed to maybe something people want to interact with.
Absolutely, yes, yeah. No, I get that. There's always you need to put those sort of you need to inject things with character, and then it's they just they like you said come alive, don't they?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Good stuff. Right, now I'll start adding a bit of colour onto this guy here as well now. I should have said at the start
you're gonna race ahead on me.
No, I should have said at the start. Sometimes we do a few of these. Sometimes it's one. We just fill the hour with whatever works and whatever's comfortable. So there's no pressure either way on you to do anything in any particular way. Just draw and chat, which I think actually a lot of people find the most challenging thing. Actually, is to draw and chat at the same time.
It can be tough, yeah, especially early on. Like I think maybe if you had something pre-drawn, you could just ink it or something, or finish it, then it'd be no problem. But when you're kind of trying to think about stuff and carry a conversation, you can drop a ball pretty easily. Like I'm taking some liberties here with perspective and knees and anatomy, but like we'll see what happens.
It's looking magic to me, man. You're on the right track, absolutely here.
Cheers.
So yeah, we kind of got put in touch on Twitter through, I guess, a mutual friend who saw you at a con one time. So is that something you used to do a lot of before we went around?
Especially when I done the Carrie and Rufus book, because I was trying to promote it and see if since I've gone and done this thing, I may as well try and see if I can at least sell it now, because otherwise it'll just sitting there gathering dust.
Yeah. So
it was really well received at the cons too. Like there are some fans that have really stood by, like Claire who recommended me for your show. Like there's just been so much that's come of Carrie and Rufus, despite not actually getting over the line and getting a book on its own. So it's I guess that's how it goes sometimes too. You never know like how the cookie's gonna crumble, I guess. You just gotta kind of find your way, as long as the way will let you find it. And
absolutely.
Like, because you think it's going to matter of going into a studio and working your way up a ladder. You start here, you get to there. 3 years time, you want to be in that position, and then you kind of get there and you realize that almost after every production, there tends to be like a possibility of being unemployed for a while. The studio has to recrew up again. Like, so everyone you were working with is now unemployed, or maybe they've gone on to something else, or maybe they had something else on in house. So it's a funny industry. It doesn't go as you kind of plan it'll just kind of happen ahead of you. So you have to be pretty flexible with things.
Absolutely, yeah, I bet. Gosh, man, I'm gonna have to look up this book. It's is it still on Tapas?
It is. It's also on my website on benhennessy.com.
Oh, cool. But there's paper copies
At
too?
Comic Cons, I should have copies of it available, and hopefully whenever we get to actually go and see people in person again at Comic Cons, hopefully it's not too soon, or it's not too far away from right now.
Yeah.
I can sell people actual hard copies of it.
And can they buy them from your website or Etsy store or something?
They can't at the moment. That was actually one of the things I was trying to set up. Corona happened. There was a whole realization that maybe I thought, like, man, I need to have a bunch of different kinds of income as opposed to just storyboarding, you know. So I was trying to put a shop and that together, and then just as the shop and that came together, I managed to get like some book deals in. So all my free time, which wasn't a whole lot off to begin with, is now completely absorbed by the books, and which is a good thing. I'm very happy to have it, you know. But the shop is taking a back seat then. But you can read it for free online. It's on the website. It's on Tapas, and what else is it? I think that's all it is at the moment. And there is issue 2 will be coming out, and I'm so frustrated with having to sit around on it. I might just bring it out as it is black and white.
Right. Okay.
Coloring the next one. We'll see. It'll all be on my Twitter and Instagram and all that kind of stuff as to when and where. Anyway.
Good stuff. Okay, right. Now, I'm one of these old school people who really likes to have the book in their hands and really enjoy it that way. So I'm going to wait until I can buy a paper copy from you.
Oh yeah. Oh, thanks.
Definitely.
I'll keep a copy for you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that would be awesome because I'll definitely dig into that. It's Alex has just said, you know, she's learned this the hard way. They should have taught us this at uni, which is absolutely right. It's, you know, these things are very rarely a consistent, reliable income where you know exactly where your money's coming from for the next 6-12 months. It's and thanks, Alex, for subscribing. You're my first ever person to subscribe for 2 consecutive months. So God bless you, Alex. Thank you.
Nice.
But yeah, no, absolutely right. I don't think they necessarily. Well, some certainly in my experience, places really set you up for having to sort of have
the business side of things.
And have maybe irregular income and that sort of stuff. And we have somebody here called Will Sliney who says, "Let's go,
Will.
Ben."
Oh, great stuff. Hey, Will.
Hey, good to see you.
Will's an amazing artist. Marvel, everything.
Wow.
He's worked on Spider-Man. He's worked on Star Wars. Great guy. He's got a great show coming up too that he hinted at on his accounts. A few long ago. Yeah, he has a new show or something coming on Sky. So congrats, Will. I haven't talked to you since you put out that news.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Will. That's really huge news. That's awesome stuff. So yeah, will you be doing cons over this side of the water in the near future, do you think? Or is it
Oh, hopefully. I always do Top Level. I'd love to go back.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's on for November. Yeah, I'm going to be there. Alex in the chat is going to be there also.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss it this year, man, but like hopefully next year. Because the vaccine just isn't getting rolled out as quick over here as it is over there. I'm still waiting to register for my vaccine, yeah.
Oh, gosh. Right. Are they doing it in the age range thing like they did over here?
Yeah, exactly. So I think I can register on Wednesday or something like that. But
right.
Yeah.
Gosh, right. Yeah, okay. Because it's, you lose track, don't you? I think it's pretty much open to pretty much any adult now over here. I may be wrong on that one, but you must be one of the first over there because I should have said to people earlier on, despite how Ben looks, he's actually at 70. 70 years old, aren't you?
That's right. Yeah. I am as old as the hills. As we used to say in my time, you know?
Yeah, we don't say that no more. It's a long time ago.
They changed that? No way. I just learned what a tick-tick was.
You're way ahead of me. Tick-tick is fun. I lose hours on it. Just start scrolling, and within a few clicks, it's worked out what I want. And, what I'm looking at, and what I stay for on those sort of things, and it just serves up more of what I want. It's like dopamine machine.
I haven't spent that. I tried using it for this. Like there was do you know that drawing prompt machine? I think it's called Drawfee or something.
Yes, I've heard of Drawfee. Yeah.
I used to like if I found a few minutes, I'd go hit that and I'd get the drawing prompt and I'd try put something together in about 40 minutes and
Cool.
then I'd post up like a quick TikTok, So 40 minutes of work becomes like 15 seconds or something.
Oh,
on
cool.
TikTok.
Yeah.
But I tried doing that for a while. But like everything else, then some other things just kind of take over. Then you can't continue that kind of stuff anymore. And
Yeah.
maybe I'll get back to it. But
I know I did exactly the same. Started to get into it, and I started drawing people who followed me on there. Like whoever sort of decided to follow me on TikTok, I was doing their portraits and then just posting out with obviously the speeded up version of me drawing them, and that went well for a little while. And then I can't keep doing this. It was just taking too much time, so I just had to let it go again.
Yeah. Because those things, it just takes time to do these things,
Yeah,
It's,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it is only a quick sort of digital sketch, it still takes a while to do it and then edit it and upload it, and unless you're doing it on a proper schedule, it's too hard.
It's just time consuming, but thank God we like it, because otherwise it would just be too hard, because it can just be. I was on a podcast recently for CelticCon, which is a con over here, based in the Midlands, and I feel like I'm echoing something there. It's just these things take time. So if you don't kind of take your time away from the drawing screen or as I'm on the animation disc at the moment, you can kind of find yourself burnt out with nothing really to draw from. Pardon the fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I find this my creative, whatever it is in me that is creative spirit, just sort of ekes out in different ways. So I want to, if I haven't drawn for a little while, obviously get the urge to draw, or I want to go and make a song or something, or this, it's calling to me. Just get something. Come on, do something. It just. It lets you know it wants to be out,
Yeah, exactly. And you kind of have to go find a way for it to get out then. And But you have to, if there's nothing in your life that you can kind of draw from, you miss another bit. You end up with stereotypical things as opposed to maybe archetypical things, and those archetypes are what people relate to a bit more, I think, and that just kind of strengthens your art a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, actually, Will has in the chat has said we kind of covered a little bit of this, but it says, can Ben tell us anything about upcoming comic work? Obviously, apart from that, we did mention that you've got the second book, ready to go in black and white.
There are a few things I can't talk much about yet either. What I will say is I got one, and Chris has shared an image that I sent him already on his Twitter account, so I can say that I'm working on, or I have a book coming up in the next, I don't know when at the moment because things are going quite slow with all the other work going on, but a book coming up with Chris Sabella, and it's kind of a fantasy based book. And I have another book coming up with a mate of mine and Will's. I don't know if I can say any specifics on that just yet either. But it's kind of a post-apocalyptic take, and that's all I can really say, really, without giving something a new concept that we haven't seen too much of away. I'll say who it's with though. It's with a friend of mine, Dave Hendrick. He's great. He's a great writer, and we've been kind of putting pitches together for an age. So we got him approved and over the line, and hopefully it's the start of more work we can do together.
Fantastic. Alex has already said I'm sold on there, so you've got a customer already there. It's absolutely fantastic. Hey. They sound like fantastic projects, so they really do. That's you've got lots of exciting stuff going on.
Thankfully, yeah. Right now it's the exciting stage. It's like just as things are kicking off. When things are like halfway through or 60% of the way through, it's a job. It feels tough. now that it's kind of new and it's just about to happen, it's great fun, and this is the fun part. This is where you're kind of inspired and you want to go off and do some more stuff. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That's a good time on it, and it's that's where the spark comes from, isn't it? That's so nice to hear that you're doing well with that. It's
Thanks.
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff.
Just so you know, if I do all this kind of stuff, it's not like too far off camera for anyone, is it? We're happy?
No, you're absolutely perfect. You are right in frame.
Excellent.
It's all good. I can move it around if it's not anyway, so don't you worry. It's all good, man. I'm working on something else here, which is obviously my own intellectual property. Definitely not based on anything else. But I think it's going to be called Slug Guy Tim.
Nice. Nice. I'm in.
Good, thank you. He is a slug guy, and his name is Tim. He goes to not space, but the local park.
Hey.
Yeah. Your local park specifically.
The local park is underrated, man. It's way better than space.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got the grass, the fence.
Where was space when we were all stuck in lockdown?
Exactly, when the local park was there for you.
Every day.
Yeah. That is super, super awesome of the park to do that for you. I mean, he was faultless guy, faultless. So do you do many on the social media? Do you do the Instagrams and all that sort of stuff as well?
Yeah, I sure do. I'm on any kind of social media I can get my mitts on and my name on.
Good.
I'm on that newish one as well. And newish, I think it kind of took off recently, but it's been around for an age. Artful.
Oh yes, I heard some people sort of chatting around, seeing who was on there, and what's it like?
It's not bad. It's pretty great, like for looking for a dose of inspiration somewhere. But I haven't really spent enough time on it. But I know I've seen some great stuff get put up on it.
Cool.
It's a bit easier than trying to navigate Instagram for some inspiration, where there's all these ads and all that kind of stuff on it. This is just people's art, and you're only seeing stuff that you subscribe to or people you subscribe to have posted. It's pretty cool.
That sounds good. Actually, I'm gonna have to check that out. I assume it's on an app, and
it's
readily accessible.
Artful, I think it's FOL.
Okay. Artful. Right. Gotcha. Good. It's always nice to have another little community.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I have no idea what's happening here. I think I got too caught up in the conversation, and I just realised, oh man, that bird looks terrible.
No, he's wonderful. I love him. He's fantastic, and he's I mean, you go into the inking stage now, so you can really sort of zone out and chat or whatever, and just do that sort of zombie inking tracing. I love that stage.
Yeah, hopefully I've done all the work that's what I can do now, and that I don't find out, oh no, this guy is only 3 fingers instead of 4 or something.
Oh, all of my people have 3 fingers.
As long as it's not on purpose, right? But this guy's supposed to have 4. We'll find out.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with doing your own stuff. You can say, well, he's only supposed to have that many fingers. That's canon.
Yeah. He lost 1 finger in a fight. That's actually why he went to prison, this guy.
See, is he working on the backstory already? This is absolutely wonderful, yeah. Nice. Sorry, I was concentrating. Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I can't talk sometimes when I'm doing it. I'm doing a complex shape, which this one was sort of a U shape, which is obviously very, very difficult one to do. So, did you go through the sort of traditional process of artists, at art school, sort of, or obviously drawing when you were younger, and then going through the art school route, or sort of doing a degree in illustration or something? How did you come to where you are?
I went to Ballyfermot, in Dublin, and I studied animation there, and
I kind of went into animation as a means to try and get a comic book job. So you can tell after 10 years it really worked out, you know. Yeah. But like I kind of found out that as I was in there, it was the first year I heard that Ballyfermot has some amazing life drawing classes, some amazing animation coming out. A lot because it's like one of the, I think it is the oldest one here, and a lot of other colleges have based their syllabus off Ballyfermot's syllabus.
Right. Okay.
That it's just like it's just really set up to what you want it to be. Like it's so open to interpretation. There's so much involved. There's a lot of life drawing. There's a lot of layout. There's a lot of and old school layout, not like what we refer to in animation today, where it's kind of a form of comp or something like that. Like,
yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say now, but like when you're drawing backgrounds back in the day, it was called layout. And,
right.
Like there's such a and there are a great set of tutors there to kind of get all these things. Sorry, I'm clearly concentrating, so I'm starting to forget what I'm saying mid-word as opposed to mid-sentence.
Go on. That's good.
But I went to Ballyfermot and it served me very well. But like when I graduated, it was 2008, so it was like recession everywhere, you know.
Oh yeah, bad times.
Yeah. So it was a while before we kind of got any consistent work. But myself and a few mates set up this group called Peg Bar, and it was kind of it was really just an excuse for us to try and bridge the gap between student and professional.
Right.
So we wanted like to kind of show professionals that, you know, we could do this. We came out, we have our degrees now. It's a 5-year course in Ballyfermot.
Wow.
And we had just finished the 5 years, and we had nothing to reach out and go to, you know.
Yeah.
So we created this thing which started off initially as a kind of like, instead of having a DJ in a pub and stuff, we had artist showreels.
Oh, cool.
We contacted other animators in Dublin or anywhere in Ireland really. If they wanted to go and show their work, they could send us their showreel. We were inundated then with showreels. Everyone
amazing.
wanted to work, and we invited then a lot of studios to come and show up so they could see this stuff.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Hopefully that they could then, you know, hire some talent. And yeah, some people got jobs. Peg Bar then snowballed into this event that did lectures.
Oh wow.
And we got, like, you know, Oscar-winning people to come in and talk about their films, their work, their process and stuff. And
cool.
It's still going today, even though myself and my mates who founded it stepped back a while ago.
Yeah.
And there's a whole new set of people there looking after it. So it's that was kind of it. That really helped a lot. More than anything, like it kind of got us out of our shells. It got us meeting the right people.
Yeah.
College in Ballyfermot set us on the right track, giving us the skills, you know. But that was a really big turning point for a lot of us.
That's such a clever idea. That's a really, really good thing. It's just connecting all the right elements together.
But that was what we tried to do, you know, because we really wanted to work. we needed a job, and thankfully it worked out, and it's still going today.
That's awesome. What a legacy to leave as well. That's fantastic. It's interesting you should talk about the university, because Will says Ben learned everything from Wolfman comics, which is not what you said. Yes.
That's where I got my start in comics, I guess, on an indie scene in Ireland.
Yeah.
I don't know whatever happened to them now, but yeah, that was actually how I met Will. Like we were at the Octocon, I think it was. Will was showing a portfolio around. I got to see it, and I had just started drawing a comic for the Wolfman Productions, and I saw Will's He-Man portfolio, and I said, "Wow, this is amazing." Got my editor to come and look at it straight away, because clearly this guy can draw. You know? I was right, because now he draws for Marvel and stuff. So yeah,
So yeah, he must be okay then.
yeah, he's all right. Yeah, and yeah, that was it. That was the kind of start. That kind of was one of the, I guess, I started in comics. I was so early and new at that stage. It's hard to pull that in with the pro side of stuff.
Yeah.
You kind of forget, because I was so green. Yeah. It was very much a start though, and kind of fed into me meeting more of the right people, kind of like what Pegbar did again for me. People who I'm still in contact with, who I still work with and seek advice from, that kind of stuff. I don't know whatever happened to half the guys now, really. Yeah. Some went off and we formed our own group called Longstone Comics for a while, but life takes over then, and you don't see these people as often, or maybe you see them once every quarter or something like that. You pencil in some time for them somewhere. It's tough. But yeah, I met some great people there.
Fantastic. That sounds really good. I mean, obviously, you're really a self-starter when it comes to sort of making opportunities, because it seems like you've made a lot of opportunities for yourself to really create things.
But I mean, I fell on my ass quite a bit as well a few times, But I got some great advice from my dad, actually, about how to win work and possibly try and hold on to these clients, that kind of stuff. And I got that advice from him very early on, and a lot of it I still use today. It was very good. It was
fantastic.
It was the foundations for me. Yeah.
That's wonderful. What fantastic advice to have, sage wisdom to have on the way to doing what can be a really sort of scary experience, going out into a world you don't know.
Yeah, very much so. And it's just that, it's just sort of an industry where you just can't be soft about things. You kind of have to be able to go out there and make your mistakes and get over it and move on and learn from it and get the next one in right.
That's it. You make your mistakes. You do your time in prison, and you come out as a decorator or whatever.
That's it. Yeah, that's it exactly. Yeah.
But that's it. It's a new start for you. So I'm glad people are trusting you again.
Yeah. The prison will do that to a guy.
So aside from the comics you've got on the website and on Tapas, we'll do your links at the end, by the way. Is there anything else out there that people can get hold of yours?
I don't think so. Well, no, I don't think so. I'm sure there's shows that I've worked on now on Netflix and Amazon and all that kind of stuff. I can't remember what shows or what platform they're on, but there's a whole set of stuff that I have been around with. One that I was interested. I haven't actually checked it out yet, but there was a show I worked on with a friend of mine on Will's. His name is Jamie. He was the director.
Yeah,
Jamie Teen, and it was called Nellie and Nora. I think that's still being shown on.
Yes, of course, that's an Irish show. Yeah, well, I have two young daughters, so we watched that. When they were younger.
Very good. Very good. That was a great show. That was kind of the start of me getting to work with Jamie Teen. He was an amazing director.
Right, yeah. It's a beautiful style, the animation on it as well, isn't it? It's a really lovely sort of. It looks kind of almost naive on there, but it's just beautifully done. It's
deceptively simple stuff. And hard to do on the program they were using at the time and stuff. I didn't think I got more out of that program than they should have. But that's typically Jamie for you. He'll kind of strive to push the boundaries of what's available to him, artistically and technologically. Technologically, he's very good. But that show has moved on to Spotify, so it's even on there somehow. I haven't checked it out, but I must at some stage.
That's amazing.
I don't know how you managed to do that. It must be just an auditory, kind of like an audible book, maybe. I don't know. I haven't.
I see. Yeah, it was.
I wonder if it's a soundtrack as well. I don't know.
Maybe.
there's another one you can catch some of my stuff on Spotify. You know.
Oh, fantastic! Another route. It was
Yeah.
Was it Ardlo Hanlon that did it?
Yeah, that's
Was
right.
he
He
the-
was
yeah.
the dad. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just on. It was on CBeebies over here. We just literally, because the kids when they're that young just want to watch CBeebies all the time. So it just came when it was on all the time. It's brilliant. That's nice to have that link there as well. And also, Will has said that Jamie Tian is no friend of mine.
Yeah.
So don't you be saying anything that's untrue now, man.
I wouldn't lie about anything
It's
like
libeling.
that. You know. Yeah.
I don't want to be taken off YouTube or Twitch. This is serious business. If Will comes and he's very litigious, then it's over for me. This is my main source of income.
Be nice, Will. Be nice.
No, good stuff. Oh, wow, that's fantastic. I had no idea that. So actually, it's weird since having the children and watching various things, children's programs and obviously animations, a lot of them. You meet people at cons and stuff, and they're like, "Oh yeah, well, what have we worked on?" And they name all these children's shows, and you think, "Oh gosh, yeah, that's amazing. That's a really good one as well." There's often some really nice stuff, and then you think, "Well, I'm definitely into your work now because I'm totally familiar with it already."
That's good. And it's funny, how being a storyboarder on these things, you can kind of be working so remotely on things you don't know who else is part of the team. Like
Yeah,
you had
right.
Sean O'Reilly on your show, right?
Yes, indeed.
And
Yeah,
I found out because
Lovely.
of your show that we were both on the same production, and I had no idea. Yeah,
that's magic.
like wow,
That is crazy. Yeah, so I suppose one of the sort of people I've met who have done been background artists for various productions, and if you're doing the animation process, I don't know how the process works, but you're not necessarily going to be together. Is that right?
that's it. I'm a storyboard artist, so there's never really any room in the inn for us. We generally tend to work from home anyway,
Yeah.
But since lockdown has kind of happened, every studio team is trying to really rally everyone up remotely. So there's more contact with the remote workers now.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's good.
I get to see Will's mate Jamie a lot more often. I get it's been good for that kind of stuff. There's certainly a new method to work on things that wasn't available before.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's just so easy now, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, that's brilliant. It's so good. I mean, there have been some sort of grim silver linings to the grimness, I guess, and there's certain things that popped out of it. I only started doing these shows because of the lockdown. So
oh well, nice.
Yeah, that wouldn't have happened. But I don't know.
There you go.
You may
That's
not call
useful
that a
amount of
positive.
this.
I think it's a positive, but some people
Yeah,
may not.
huge. I don't know, credit where it's due. It's very good. It's it was something I was kind of a bit cheesed off that somehow it got past me until it got pointed out to me.
Oh, good
How
stuff.
did that happen?
I know exactly. Yeah, well, this is it. It's hard to get the word out, isn't it? It's
Yeah, sure is.
It's a tough one. I wish I knew how to make it more visible, but
Funnily
ignorant.
enough, who's really good at that is Will Snidey.
Is he really? Well, if you want to give us any tips, that'd be gratefully received. So Alex is saying here, I think I'm looking in the wrong places. All the jobs I request will be in house. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's they request you to be in house. So okay, that's interesting. So maybe there are. Are they advertised differently, or maybe they're? I don't know.
I don't know. I've seen some places advertise for people to be in-house because they specifically need artists from the area. I know there's certain breaks in production or program use on some shows. So if you work on one program, they might give you a discount if you're able to hire artists from a certain area, you know.
Oh, cool,
And
cool,
same
cool.
with tax and all that kind of stuff as well. So maybe those guys are specifically looking for artists from wherever you're looking to work,
Right,
or
that
what
makes
you're working
sense.
with.
Yeah.
It's a big thing in Canada. It's a fairly big thing in Australia. It certainly exists in Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it's that. I don't know. But definitely just keep at it, because like someone eventually is going to go, yeah, you're exactly the right artist we need. Just don't give up on it. You know, you got to stay with it. It can be daunting and it can be soul destroying sometimes, but generally when it pays off, it's worth all the effort. You know.
That is so true. I think it's really good advice. I think I had a little book that I did many years ago. My first proper thing that I ever worked on with a publisher. Actually, it was like an activity book, because I was really into just drawing puzzles and games and, you know, spot the difference things and mazes and all that sort of stuff. And I put together this little thing. It was only about 20 pages, maybe 22 pages. And to send it around to a few places, and just got so many rejections. Occasionally you get a little nice thing in there saying, I really like the look of this. It's, you know, it's mad and fun and anarchic and that sort of stuff, and, you know, nice things, nice feedback, and that means a lot. But it was just like, yeah, but not for us, sort of thing. And then I sent it to one publisher, and they sort of got in touch immediately and said, oh my God, this is exactly us. This is thank you so much for coming in. We want you to come in immediately and talk to us, because it's right there, right in our wheelhouse. It's exactly what you've been looking for. So you think, how did that happen all of a sudden? You know, and it's suddenly in, and there's a book there, you know. So yeah, it does happen.
It's great. Like, it helps to know who you're pitching to as well. You know, sometimes you realize after a while, oh, I've been pitching to the wrong guys. It should have been these kind of guys. Yeah. My work suits these guys better. And yeah, it's funny. It's a real learning curve the whole way through, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Alex is just saying in the chat, it's nice when they politely reject you. I've had some lovely rejections saying really lovely stuff, and this is really nicely done, but we never want to see you again.
Yeah, frame that one. That's a good one.
Please never contact me again.
Okay.
You should see the restraining orders framed on my walls over here. But no, it is nice. They've had some really, really nice, made some good relationships with those sort of people who, you know, just really are genuinely lovely about your work, and you know, treat you as a human being who's just trying to get some work, and, you know, put their work out there. And yeah, that's really nice. There's a lot of really nice people in this industry, I think.
Yeah, there really is. You know, like there's I think the Irish crowd is really nice too. Like, I don't know the specifics about the crowd in the UK. I know some of it, but like, I mean, there's a real effort to help promote or help sell or help advise other artists and writers over here. You know, it's great. Like it's a great club to be around. You know.
Absolutely, yeah. But like I say, bar none, they are the best sort of people as well. I think it's very rare you come across someone who's really not nice in the industry.
That's true. You know, those guys just don't last. You know, word gets round, and no one wants to be in a room with that guy when you have to be in a room for as long as you do with people in this industry. You know, you don't want to do late nights with that guy.
Exactly, you know? Exactly.
Yeah.
And you don't want to talk to them at cons, and then so you end up kind of thinking, they're not gonna get many opportunities, because they're just not the kind of people that other people want to be around, which obviously is.
That's it. It matters. Like, people talk, and if you offend or say something, or even if it's something like, you know, you're just not hitting your deadlines, you know, people are going to tell other people, because.
Oh yeah.
Because all that stuff really counts, you know.
Absolutely, unreliable is like a really, really, really bad thing, and it will travel quick, you know.
Yeah.
This guy's giving me such a headache. He's just not hitting the, you know, that sort of stuff, and it's that's.
It doesn't matter how good your stuff looks. I mean, if it's late, it's late, and they can't do much about it.
Exactly,
you know?
Exactly that. Again, Alex is saying the worst ones that say they have work for you and then never come back to you. I've had that once before as well, gearing up for it and going, yes, right, coming in. What's going to be the what's the brief and what are we doing? And then nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. I don't know. They're pretty bad. I think the worst ones are the ones that get you to work for them and then don't pay.
Oh,
You know, you have
yeah.
to chase the pay.
That's never nice, is
not
it?
okay.
Yeah.
No.
It's really uncomfortable to do as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm kind of over that now. Like if I've done a job for someone and they haven't paid me, I have no problem constantly hounding them until they have
Good on you.
paid. Yeah, you have to. Like, how dare they?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This is. I mean, I always make sure whenever I'm doing work with someone, I pay them immediately and talk to them about when they want paying. Can I pay you now? Is it too soon now? Can I pay you now? It's just like I have been on the other end of this, and it is horrible. So I want to make sure you don't suffer it.
It's real bad. Like,
Yeah.
it's just you just don't want to do it to other people when it's been done to you, you know.
Yeah.
But there's a real I don't know, some kind of divide where people just won't sometimes. You know, you have to really spend your time chasing them. It's
No,
look at that. I've ruined it. I've gone over the line. Whoops.
No, I thought that was just a line of the trouser. There's just happens to be a crease there as well. I mean, in his trousers.
Just get the white out. We're all right.
That bench is gorgeous. I've stopped drawing just to watch you doing that wood on the bench there. That is absolutely lovely. I love that. You're going to obviously they're slightly thicker on the outline as well. I never know how far to carry that around. Do they teach you that in when you're getting the education, or is that something you just learn from looking at other people's work?
A little bit of both. They definitely carry that kind of stuff in Ballyfermouth, you know. But like, you just start to, you know, I think when you get used to a particular tool as well, like I'm using a Tombow at the moment, so you can get some really thick and really thin lines with these guys.
Fantastic.
So you kind of just see what suits. I'm pretty heavy-handed, so I tend to be quite careful when I am doing any kind of detail. So little bits of wood will very much contrast with the heavy-handed outline anyway, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I can never get the. Like I said, I'm using something very similar in sort of brush nib sort of pen, but it's my lines tend to be. It's part of the function of the style, and partly of because I am sort of ham-fisted that it tends to be big, bold lines that go on. So those delicate woodwork lines you've got going on there are just. I'm in awe of them.
Oh, thanks very much. I kind of feel like I should have warmed up before I came on because I really. Because I seen your drawing prompts and they're always so random, you know. It could be anything, you know.
Absolutely.
So I'm kind of up and down and back and forth as being more tuned in, like I usually am, you know.
Absolutely.
We'll see how it goes anyway, you know.
No, it's going great guns. It's that's fantastic. I think the I should have given you the things for my prompts. I forgot to do the shout out for prompts. I haven't done it in ages actually, which is probably why I have forgotten to do it.
No problem.
Yeah,
I think the Euros were on last night. You know, I know you. Yeah, you're a football fan. I am. I don't know if you want to talk about it now.
No, I'm totally fine with it.
Result.
I'm totally fine. Well, yeah, I'm always a little bit. I'm never. I'm in the England fan camp, but I'm part Scottish. I love the Scots and I love Edinburgh, and you know it's been. I don't have any. I want them to do well. You know, there was part of me that was just going, go on, yeah, that's really good. You know, so I'm not.
Cool.
I'm not massively sort of tribalistic is the word I'm looking for on it. So it was. It was it's just enjoyable. I had a couple of mates around, a few beers, and. We just enjoyed it. It was just good fun. So yeah, it didn't really matter what the result was in the end.
I heard it was a great game. I didn't see it myself, but I heard it was brilliant.
It was a bit of fun, actually. Yeah. There was some dramatic bits in it, but I think certainly the England side didn't cover themselves in glory. But I enjoyed it anyway. I thought it was good fun. Are you a sports guy? Do you like any? Are you a fan of anything? In that
I do. I do like sports. I'm not so into football. That's a sport that. I don't know, man. Like I was into it maybe when Roy Keane was on the pitch knocking the hell out of people. I'm not so into it now. But like I'm big into like combat sports and stuff now.
Oh, cool, right? Yeah.
Contact sports and stuff like so. I'd watch them and I'd know a bit more about them. But when it comes to football, I'm fairly limited. So what I do know about it.
No,
Are
fair
you
enough.
you a big football fan? Is there sports you're into?
No, it's pretty much just football for me. It's yeah, one of those things that sort of just stayed with me since I was going to say childhood, but it's probably my teens when I was really just sort of fanatical about it, and then yeah, it's never really fully left me. So it's always something I do enjoy. And again, one of the things I really enjoy, it's a kind of, it's basically a soap opera. It's a drama. It's an ongoing drama. It's all about stories. It's all about, stories of redemption, stories of revenge, stories of that sort of stuff. It's all stories in football, and it's just what I find fascinating. I love drawing as well. So obviously I'm drawing the players, I'm drawing characters, I'm drawing, hopefully funny takes on things like that as well. So, and then lastly, it's the community. So what it ticks all three boxes. That really, I find it extremely rewarding because you obviously find sort of like-minded people to chat to, and generally, they're all sort of warm and lovely, and I can put my cartoons out there and they'll like them, and it's a nice sort of just gives you a lovely feel for things. So I think whether you like movies or football, it's going to be that it comes down to a common thread, of entertainment and also community. Do you think that's something in there?
Yeah. Absolutely, that sounds about right to me. Because I think that community is pretty important as well. So when you find a bunch of people that are into something that you're into and they're nice people, that's something you want to hold on to. Because especially with the last year that's gone by, we didn't get to see people, and like I have a daughter, and
oh, wonderful.
Like we were talking like your kids, maybe you had two, so maybe it affected them less. But I kind of found that lockdown at a girl my daughter's age affected her big time for like the first lockdown, and less so in the second as we got to deal with it more and more because she started off as someone who was very affable to everybody, the postman, say hey,
brilliant,
to then being quite shy around them,
Oh,
so,
that's a shame, yeah.
Yeah, but now she's come out of that a bit again.
Oh, good.
Thank God. But you can kind of just see how important it is to go see people and interact with people. It's another thing we were talking about earlier on. Having something to draw from, go out and living a bit of a life as opposed to just passively sitting by and taking it all in somewhere. It's
Gosh, yeah. I mean, it has affected everybody in different ways, and obviously children in a sort of much more. I don't know. I was going to say it's going to be more impactful on them, but some of them it will, some of them it won't. Some of them will have just enjoyed, spending more time at home and just been, I guess, fine with it. But a lot of them will have lost some of the, like I say, just seeing their friends. My girls were just desperate to see their friends again and have that structure of the school, and I'm sure that the home learning wasn't brilliant with me, so so they were desperate to get away from that as well. So yeah, it's been a funny old time. How old's your daughter, did you say? I didn't catch it.
She's 2.5 now.
Oh, God bless her. Right, okay, yeah. So she's got a lot of time to come out of it. Hopefully she won't remember it hardly at all.
Oh, I think she's like, we were in lockdown for almost a full year here, we did 3 of them.
Yeah.
So by the end of the third one, we had to figure out how to manage it, how to see people at a distance, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You do.
So she got to see other kids her age, which she hadn't done, and that stuff matters, especially when I don't know if when you're working or when you're drawing, if you listen to a lot of podcasts or audio drama or something, there is a lot of serial killer podcasts where these guys don't get to hang out with people at the right time and as they're growing up, how many serial killers are we going to get out of this pandemic? They were all at home the whole time. Yeah.
Yes. Oh man, it's so dark, but it's so quite likely. Oh, Will's got to go. So thank you, Will, for tuning in. Nice to have you here.
Thanks,
thank
Will.
you for that. That's pretty. Oh, you should subscribe with your Prime as well. Thank you so much, Will. That's really kind of you. Alex is saying,
he's a great guy.
He seems a great guy. Will, if you ever want to come on, it's an open invitation. Please get in touch. So Alex is saying true crime is the best. Yeah, I can really see that as well. I got really into the first series of Serial. Do you remember that? Did you listen to that one?
Oh yeah, I sure did.
Oh, it's amazing. It was
I loved that first season too. That was really good.
Yeah, I didn't really get into the second one. I got a little bit way through it, but I didn't
Same.
really finish it. So yeah, okay, that's good. That makes me feel like I'm not the only quitter on it. But it's no, that first one was just so gripping, wasn't it?
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Like, that was, and it was one of the first few podcast series of stuff that I really got into.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of set the bar for a few things. One that nailed it for me a while ago that I forgot about and rediscovered when I started following things on Spotify again as opposed to Apple Podcasts was Covert. Did you ever listen to Covert?
No, what's that?
It's a podcast. I think it's about half-hour episodes about well, I really should have got a new Sharpie. It's a half-hour episodes about covert operations. You know.
Oh wow.
All kinds of stuff in the UK and the US and other elite agencies that deal with all kinds of things. You know.
Yeah.
Really good. Really worth checking out. It's one that I kind of rediscovered and I'm enjoying again.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. Yeah, that's fascinating. Oh, well, look, check that one out. Yeah, the podcast is just, I live on podcasts. Like, when I'm working, it's constantly having that. I don't like not having something in my ears, all the time. Just when I'm walking a dog or, like I say, drawing, it's there needs to be something there in the background.
Totally. I'm the very same. I need some kind of noise.
So Will's actually asked, Will, you said you'd gone, and that was a lie, obviously. He's asked, what was that podcast called? Was it Covert?
Covert, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go, Will. It's, there we go. Well, I'll certainly look that one up. I'm going to make a note here to look that one up.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good.
Nice. Will, are you really going now, or are you staying and just going to spy for a bit? It's going to be a stream peeper.
He's having too much fun here.
You can't tear yourself away. It's good fun doing these on Twitch.
You were singing at the start of the podcast, man.
Yeah, and of course, that was the bit of scat. Will loves a bit of scat.
Love scat. He's a fiend for it.
I was going to say, it's really fun doing these on Twitch because of the interactive thing. Obviously, I've done quite a few just pre-recorded and then go on the YouTube channel, which is great because there's obviously a really good one-on-one chat, but having the actual people's genuine questions and comments and other experiences come into it really gives it another dimension as well.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. It's great fun,
Yeah.
I think I'm just about done with this. How are you getting on?
It's looking absolutely beautiful. I stopped and I've just been watching you. I drew Slugman Tim, and then I've been watching you doing your lines. It's absolutely fascinating. So,
I wish I had kind of settled down early on because they're quite wobbly, but I'd love to really have gotten maybe a better grasp of the blue pencils at the start, but there we go. I'm happy enough with that.
I think it's absolutely fantastic. I love it. It's really, really good. Thank you. Good. Right. Thank you, Alex. Alex says she loves them both. And Mindhunter is a great series on serial killers.
Oh, very good.
There we go.
I'll check that one out.
Nice recommendation. Now, just to finish off, we're going to do one with our eyes closed. Have you seen that happen before?
Yeah,
good.
Blind drawing. Very good.
Good.
All right, I'll take this guy off and
here we go.
Imagine I just ripped it right now. Imagine that was it.
No!
Right across the page. Imagine.
That would be more heartbreaking than Shawnee's one, where we did the whole thing and he hadn't recorded it. So God bless him, he drew it all again.
Behaviors that can kick off serial killers. That'd be one of them right there. It'd be just like Cat the Painter, who,
No! Please be careful. Please be careful. Thank you. Right, I'm delving into the box now. Now, this may not work, and I'll change it if it doesn't. No, that's okay. Rosie Packwood has suggested a squirrel.
A squirrel, very good. Okay, I'm going to go on some animation paper for this one.
Ooh, nice. Okay. What's animation paper? What's the difference between animation paper and... Is it thin?
It's kind of see-through, so you can, I don't have my peg bar in.
So
you can kind of flip and roll, you can pencil through stuff.
Gotcha,
I'm not going to use my Bristol board for a blind drawing because I feel like I should be shot for such a thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
We're not
And
made
are
of
you
Bristol board.
doing this blind drawing now with no reference or with reference?
No reference.
All right.
Well,
I'll go no reference as well.
there'll be imagination reference.
All right.
But
Imagination reference.
Squirrels are one of the
Okay.
things I hate drawing with my eyes open, so it's going to be awful, this one. But there we go. Okay, you ready?
Are we going?
3,
Say
2, 1, go. Okay, so squirrel. I always like the way Americans say squirrel. It's like one syllable. Well, it's not squirrel, it's a squirrel.
I've never noticed that. I know that they say jaguar as in one word, no, it's
Yeah.
jaguar, you know?
Yeah. Squirrel. Was that your daughter I just heard there?
She just got home. There she is,
Oh.
looking for me now.
God bless her.
I'm lost now. I forgot what I was doing.
I can't remember what I've done now. Have I done the belly? I haven't done any legs yet, have I? Okay.
I think I'm drawing an ear now.
Oh, I didn't do any arms. Damn it. Where are the arms?
I think I'm done. I think I have it.
Okay.
I might have to stop. I might have to keep going.
Well, you can stop if you want, if you're happy.
Oh my god. Hey, it's kind of, yeah. Oh yeah, there, the ears are a bit low on the face there. That's not so bad.
That isn't bad, actually. Yeah. That is definitely recognisable as a squirrel.
Yeah, the silhouette's almost there.
It looks like it's wearing a backwards cap.
Yeah.
It's the coolest
That's-
squirrel I've
that's
seen.
all right. Yeah, my tutors at Ballyfermot won't shoot me dead just yet. Yeah. I'm just going to turn the camera around there, guys.
Do it. There you go. You're back. There's your lovely
very
face.
good.
That's
Thanks for having me on.
that's brilliant.
That was so fun.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start just to give a little hint of colour to my squirrel, while you give your social references. Social references? That's not a word, is it? What's your social media and your website and all that sort of biz?
So my social medias are Ben Hennessy on everything. That's BENNESSY.
Ben Hennessy.
Kind of like a cognac, only with a B instead of a H. And it's on. I update a lot of stuff on Instagram, a lot of stuff on Twitter, less stuff so on Facebook, and you know at the moment sometimes on Earthful, but certainly Instagram and Twitter are the way to catch me.
Good stuff.
And my
Yeah.
website. Oh, I never forgot the website.
Oh yeah, what's your website?
Yeah, Hennessy.com.
Brilliant. Oh, you got that. That's fantastic. I was going to see if you got that. Bennessy.com.
It's in the middle of an update, so it's a bit scrappy at the moment, but you can still read Carrie and Rufus on the website.
Good stuff. That is fantastic. And the book, are we likely to be able to buy a book online anytime in the near future, or is that not happening for now?
Hopefully the goal is to have a shop up somewhat soon, and if my daughter, yeah.
Oh, that's the most adorable thing we've had on.
You coming over, honey? Yeah. You want to come over? Want to come say hi?
Oh no, wait, no, we
No.
can't. That's against Twitch rules. I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Put my shoulder up and block the room.
Yeah, that's it. We can't have a. Oh, maybe it's just unaccompanied. Anyway, yeah, just in case, if that's okay with you.
Doesn't matter. I'll make sure we keep it, everything safe and sound.
Hi, sweetheart.
Yeah,
God bless her.
There we go. Now it definitely can't be caught on camera.
Yeah,
How you doing? All right. My professional setup here, clearly, just my phone.
That's awesome. Oh, well, it's nice to tell her it's lovely for her to come and visit. So thank you.
Thanks for coming in, honey. Hello. There we go. Thanks, mommy.
Oh,
Bye.
adorable.
There we go.
That is so
Yeah.
lovely.
She has made many a guest appearance on Zooms and things all through lockdown, So yeah, she's used to this. Probably wondering why I'm watching on the computer actually at the moment.
Oh, really? Oh,
I
fantastic.
haven't seen your drawing at all because I had it up on a.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Can you
I'll
see
show you
yours,
this
Colin?
one. I'll show you that. Well, this is my squirrel. Can you see that?
Oh, savage! Hey, that's pretty good.
That's a bit of fun.
I can see that that's a squirrel. Like
It helped.
coloured
The
it.
colour
Nice.
helped, I think. And
Yeah, it sure does. It sure does.
these were.
As opposed to that scribble, that is.
But that's
Hey, that's
squirrel.
great. Oh, nice.
So there was a bit of, I think, my pitchfork guy was a little bit remedial. I think I should have composed him a little better. But I was quite pleased with Slugman Tim in the end. So
they're really good. Is that Patrick Starr?
it looks like Magic Star, doesn't it? No, that's
Nice.
Slugman Tim, but it's
I love that.
quite
That's
similar,
cool.
isn't it?
Oh, the salt, yeah. Very good. That's great.
Thank you. You're very, very
I
kind.
didn't realise how close I was holding the camera there. That's really cool. Nice.
No, you're perfect. You're perfect. All that remains for me to say, Ben, is thank you so much for joining with me today. It's been an absolute blast. Sometimes
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Thanks
when these
for
things
having me on, man.
obviously I only really met you recently on or even virtually through Twitter, but you kind of get a feel for people, and I was like, I know this is going to be a good one. I just know, and it was brilliant. So thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
God bless you. All right, and we'll say goodbye to all the good people.
Bye.
That's a big bye. See you soon. Take care.